There's something wrong with you. Not in the way people say it. Not insecurity, not weakness, not some self-help flaw you can fix with discipline. Something deeper, structural, ancient. You were born into a world that doesn't quite fit, and no one told you to question it. So you adapted. You learned to survive here. But survival isn't the same as belonging. Look at your body. Not in the mirror. Look at it like a scientist. Cold, detached, honest. You step outside into your own sunlight. 15 minutes. That's all it takes. Your skin burns, blisters, peels. Your star hurts you. Think about that. Every other creature on this planet lives under the same sun and thrives. Lizards bask in it. Dogs sleep in it. Birds navigate by it. But you had to invent protection just to exist in it. You literally created a chemical shield to survive your own environment. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. What kind of species has to defend itself from the very system it evolved in? Now drop your attention lower. Your spine. 80% of your kind will suffer chronic pain from it. Not injury, not trauma, just existing, standing, sitting, moving, pain. This isn't random. When 4 out of 5 bodies fail the same way, you don't blame the individual. You question the design. Your spine was never meant for this. It was a horizontal structure, forced upright. A bridge turned into a pillar. And now it collapses under its own weight. Other upright animals, built for it, balanced, stable, efficient. But you feel it every day. Tension, compression, decay. So ask yourself, why does your own body struggle to support you in the exact environment it's supposed to belong to? Now we go deeper. Birth, the beginning of life. It should be natural, efficient, aligned with survival. But for you, it's war. Human childbirth is one of the most dangerous processes in the entire animal kingdom. Not because something went wrong, because this is how it works. The child's head barely fits through the passage. The body strains, breaks, sometimes dies. No other species carries this level of risk just to continue existing. And when the child finally arrives, it's helpless. Not for hours, not for days, for years. It can't walk, can't feed itself, can't even hold its own head. Think about that. Every other animal enters the world ready. You arrive unfinished, dependent, vulnerable, exposed. What kind of evolutionary system produces a creature that can't survive without years of protection? Now layer something even stranger. Your immune system, built to protect you, designed to defend. But in your species, it turns on you. Pollen, dust, food, air, things that should be neutral, become threats. Your own body wages war against harmless elements. And here's the question no one asks. Why would a system designed for survival misfire this often? Now we leave the body and enter the mind. Because this is where everything breaks open. You are the only species on this planet that knows it's going to die. Sit with that. Really sit with it. No other animal wakes up at night wondering about the end. No other creature builds entire belief systems to cope with mortality. But you do, all of you. You build temples, philosophies, civilizations, entire structures of meaning, just to answer one question. What happens when it's over? And here's the paradox that should disturb you. What survival advantage does existential dread provide? Fear of predators? Useful. Fear of danger? Necessary. But fear of inevitable death? Constant, inescapable, internal. That doesn't help you survive. It haunts you. It drives anxiety, war, obsession, control. So why would evolution give you a mind that can torture itself with awareness, unless that awareness wasn't meant for this environment? Now step back. Look at the whole pattern. A body that struggles with its own conditions, a structure that breaks under its own weight, a birth process that risks extinction, a mind that questions its own existence, and then the final piece, the one no one can ignore. Everything on this planet exists in balance. Predator and prey, growth and decay, consumption and renewal, closed systems, self-correcting, stable. Except one. You. You don't adapt to ecosystems. You dominate them. You cut forests, drain oceans, poison air. You don't participate in the system. You override it. And here's the dangerous comparison. That's exactly how an invasive species behaves. It enters a system it doesn't understand and begins reshaping it. Not out of malice, out of mismatch. So now the question you've been avoiding becomes unavoidable. What if you don't fit here because you weren't designed for here? What if every discomfort, every imbalance, every internal contradiction isn't failure, but misalignment? And before you dismiss that, real scientists have asked the same question. Not fringe thinkers, not internet theorists. The man who decoded the structure of life itself looked at the evidence and hesitated. Because life appeared here, fast, too fast. A planet still forming, still unstable, still hostile, and suddenly, complex chemistry, order, structure. Almost as if something arrived already prepared. Rocks from space carry the building blocks of life. Microorganisms survive the vacuum, radiation, extremes. Life doesn't just exist here, it travels. So now we stand at the edge of something uncomfortable. Either everything about you is a coincidence of imperfect evolution, or you are the result of something we don't fully understand. But here's where it turns, because there is another explanation, one that doesn't require leaving the planet, and it might be even more unsettling. What if you do belong here, but your body and mind are running on outdated code? What if you're not misplaced, just accelerated beyond your design? Because in part 2, we're going to break the one thing that neither theory fully explains: speed. The impossible leap. The moment your species didn't just adapt, but took over. And if you understand that moment, you'll understand something far more dangerous than not belonging. You'll understand why you can't stop pushing forward, even when it's destroying everything around you. Stay with me, because the next piece doesn't just question where you came from, it questions what you're becoming.